Welcome back, guys. It is April 18th. Ryan and I are out this morning. Set up on top of this big narrow ridge with this field and got a bird goblin down here in the bottom. With any luck, he'll come up this ridge behind us and work his way out into this field. Rainy conditions last night and this morning, so everything's wet. Hoping they'll be out in the fields, and he's been gobbling a little bit, but we'll see. Time will tell. We got about 2 hours to hunt this morning before work. Let's get it done.
There's 2 of them.
What's that?
There's 2 of them. They're coming.
Okay. Are they coming?
They're behind the hill. I can't see them.
What's that?
Yeah. Here they come. It's a hen first.
Back.
Dude, how nuts. Oh my goodness, you want to talk about some wild stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, dude, did I have them good.
I got him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my God, ridiculous.
Dude, my mood went from like, I thought I just missed that bird to, we came up here. I heard flopping, I was like, what the heck? Yes, let's go get him. Ended up making a pretty dang good shot apparently. He was dead right up here and bloody arrow. Biggest blood trail I've ever had to a turkey. I'm interested to see exactly where I hit him. Man guys, what a hunt we just had this morning. You know, like I talked in the opening interviews, we came in this morning, set up on this big long lane, this field on top, and usually these birds are roosted back here behind us, but I also mentioned sometimes they're down in that bottom. And that's exactly where they were. We ended up having a couple hens come out in the field in the decoys. That was fun to watch, but we kept hearing them gobble down towards that bottom, so we decided to make a move. And we heard them a couple times. We thought they were a long ways, so we wanted to get on the ridge with them. That always works better than trying to call them down across the creek up the other ridge. So we basically got parallel with them. They came fast. We were not expecting them to come that fast. The setup was not completely ideal, but it worked. And as you saw, they came in tight, had a hen leading the way, and then they were marching right behind. I only had one hen decoy out, and usually with the bow, trying to do it off on the ground without a blind, I like that jake because it distracts them. You can get drawn back a lot easier. Well, we didn't take the jake, and they kind of hung up about 5 yards behind that hen decoy right on this little ridge. And fortunately, when they turned, I was able to get drawn back, and as he was walking away, I made a shot. And at first, I didn't think I made a good shot. Rye was like, dude, I think you smoked him. And I was like, it felt back. Well, went back and looked at the footage, still wasn't sure, but walked up there, and sure enough, he was laying down there. Just super thankful to be able to wrap my tag around this big old Iowa longbeard and have Rye here filming it. We've had a tough go of it here recently with turkeys, me and Rye filming them, but we got it done this morning. So, well, actually a week ago today, and a week ago this morning, opening morning, we called one in, and it wasn't a perfect situation, but Rye just missed just a little bit on him. So we got some redemption this morning, but I'm looking forward to returning the favor now, 4th season for Rye, and hopefully get him his first Iowa longbeard. But until then, we're gonna keep chasing them, and thank you guys for watching.
Well, good morning, guys. As you can tell, the turkeys are super fired up this morning. Should be a fun morning, first hunt of the year.
Well, good morning, guys. Dad and I just got set up on some birds that we just gained permission on the hunt yesterday, and we kind of just picked a spot to set up.
as you saw, Dad and I made quick work of that Tom this morning. He came in and the hens pitched out in the field right in front of us, and he kind of pitched down back in the trees and strutted right out to the decoys, and it was just perfect. We set this blind up last night. Yeah, he came in and I must put about the perfect shot on him. The jakes beat him up a little bit, and you couldn't have drew it up any better. Oh, there he is. Such a gorgeous bird. It's a pretty big bird. I'd say he's a 3-year-old. He's got some weight to him. Like I mentioned, we've been watching these birds all year, and it seems like every time we drive by this field, they're right out in the middle of this thing. So we kind of did something different than we usually do. We set up a blind yesterday afternoon, worked out perfectly, and it paid off. There's usually 4 toms in here, so it's kind of unfortunate that another bird wasn't in here for Dad to shoot. Gosh, just an awesome morning. The birds have been tough this year. I don't know what's different from years past, but it seems like they haven't want to cooperate real well till this morning. So beautiful bird, beautiful hunt, and it's been an awful good season so far.
Just got set up here in the blind. Got these decoys set up where any turkeys that are out on top of this field here on this ridge should be able to see them. Expecting birds to be down on these ridges that go off this field here. There's a kind of a CRP meadow down over the back end of this field here. So anytime that the wind kind of lies down, I'm going to do a little bit of calling, and hopefully we can get some birds in here. Well, as you guys saw, we just had another really quick hunt. Got set up after work and just set the blind up here on this highest point in this field here, and it worked like a charm. Historically, these birds like to hang out down at the back end of this field, just off of it down in the valley, and usually work their way up to this field later towards evening. And they did just that. They worked up to the back corner of that field, and the hens started feeding up towards the decoy setup, and he followed them right in. I was hoping he'd commit to the decoys and come a little bit closer, but he skirted just a little bit. But he was within easy gun range, so just an awesome way to finish out the 2022 Iowa turkey season. It just never gets old. Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail.